I'm astounded that it takes 40 plus cars for Ford to spring into action, and then only because the Consumer Council held a gun to their head. This wasn't a voluntary thing. This was the Consumer Council saying, either you do it or we'll compel you. This is a stunning example of how not to treat your loyal purchasers, your loyal members who support you. And I think that Ford have done enormous damage, not only to the Cougar brand, but to their own brand. Because if this is the way they deal with a group of people who've got a real problem and a serious problem, why should I buy any product of Ford if there's the slightest possibility that I'll be treated in the same way should I have a problem? Mr. Jimmy had taken that car into Ford on a number of occasions, complaining of various issues. One of which was that he parked the car in the garage and somebody came and switched it off, obviously. You don't park your car idling and go to work. He switched the car off, went up to work, and somebody came and said to him, hey, your car is idling in the garage. And he went down to find the car had started itself. Now, when he went to see Ford about that, the attitude was very dismissive. And nobody took that seriously. And in fact, I'm afraid that this seems to be Ford's attitude. I've got so many people phoning me to say that Ford have been dismissive towards them. In fact, out of the many, many emails, I've only got a single email who said that Ford have behaved properly towards them.
Another theme that Ford has held to that I think many people, including myself, find very disturbing is the insinuations that Rachel Jimmy committed suicide. I mean, where would they get that from?
Well, that is this graceful thing on part of Ford. And in fact, they need to offer a serious apology to the Jimmy family. That is unspeakably bad taste on their part. And really, if that's the best you can do, Ford, you've got a long way to go.
My last question to you, Dr. Klatzow, is concerning another equally tragic case, but that was infinitely better handled than the Ford Cougar fiasco. I refer to the tragic incident in which the 3-year-old vanilla nurse burned to death in a Honda Jazz in 2009. You were also involved in that matter. Would you please give us the background and Honda's handling of the matter and the outcome?
Well, the first thing was that I investigated that car. I found the cause. Honda immediately responded to that. There was no attempt to cover anything. They did not attempt to hide my report. They took my findings, and what they did was they called in all the Honda Jazzes that they could find. They found other issues. They sorted them out in record time, and they behaved with the most unbelievable generosity towards the nurse family in their grief. They did their best. Nothing can ever assuage the grief of losing a child, but certainly Honda went the extra mile to try and deal with the problem and to solve the problem, and there was no ducking and diving. It was a textbook way of how to do it. And I would say this about the Ford way of handling it: they've done the world a great favor in generating a textbook example of how not to do it.